Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is in the light heavyweight division. Please welcome KAROL BRZOZOWSKI.
And if it couldn't get any more epic, we move up now to two men who have promised a war. Out of Team Richmond Fitness Club, KAROL making his way down here. Again, a Polish fighter brought over tonight. BRZOZOWSKI, an all-around mixed martial artist, 24 years old, 182 centimeters tall. Very intimidating, Dean. Aggressive, power puncher. The type of guy who will go out there and try to finish it with one big shot.
That's exactly what he brings to the table, power, and he hunts for it as well. He'll often get an opponent hurt and just barrage them until the fight is over. Very exciting fighter to watch.
And that's what gets us really pumped up about this one. He goes in there and never lets you off the hook. Big roar here from the fans. Let's bring out his opponent.
And please welcome his opponent, MUSTAFA VURULMAZ.
And possibly the coolest dude in the building coming down the fighter's entrance. It is time for Team Titans, nicknamed Van Dam, MUSTAFA VURULMAZ, making his debut here this evening. Previously a Japanese jiu-jitsu practitioner. Love this one. Wanted to dedicate this fight to his friend Ahmet Halil, who has terminal cancer. So he's coming out here to make his debut and put it all on the line. Again, a very dangerous, powerful puncher. And I think that is going to make a clash, Dean, unparalleled here.
Very exciting light heavyweight fight. Both possess crazy power. Mustafa's been working on his Muay Thai, excellent low kicks, but his Japanese jiu-jitsu is something to be watched. He's able just to shave off the techniques that work perfectly for the cage, compile them together, and they just ooze out in his performance.
So, VURULMAZ making his way down here through the fighter's prep point. Looking very prepared, Dean. The talk of the locker room being that he's trained very hard for this fight, and I know for certain that his opponent, BRZOZOWSKI, is also extremely motivated. And so we will be finding out here momentarily just how this one will go down. Noticeably, a look of serenity there on Mustafa's face. And he will be ready in front of his fans here. Again, the hometown crowd out in force for Mustafa. And there is certainly a conglomerate of very vocal attendees in favor of BRZOZOWSKI. So here we go, folks. Don't go anywhere. It's about to go down here at Rise of Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for three 3-minute rounds in the amateur light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet, 12 inches tall and weighed in officially at 92 kilograms. Making his amateur debut and fighting and representing Richmond Fitness Club, KAROL BRZOZOWSKI. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in officially at 91.4 kilograms. Also making his debut and representing Team Titan, he is MUSTAFA Van Dam VURULMAZ. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Sam Amidi.
MUSTAFA VURULMAZ from Team Titan against Richmond Fitness Club's KAROL BRZOZOWSKI. BRZOZOWSKI and Mustafa, both mixed martial artists, and immediately engage in center ring.
Mustafa dictating that distance, looking for that big rear power hand. Touch of gloves there, inadvertent groin shot, and they're back straight at it. Huge kicks. Oh, these big hooks. Nice uppercut there from Mustafa. Straight to the double leg.
And I love it. Right away, he makes Brzozowski freeze and cover up, and then swaps up the technique, switches the tempo. Excellent work from Mustafa, now here in top control from half guard.
Like we spoke about his kicks and his punches, he put them together beautifully and shot him for that takedown. Now he's sitting on the top in the half guard of Karol. Karol on the bottom. He's looking to sneak his left leg out and retain guard, Chris.
Great recovery here from Brzozowski. Spinning there for a Japanese-style arm lock. Risky business, though. The compromise can be the pass, but I like the active guard here. And more importantly, though, the passing skills from Mustafa. Look at that. Looking for possibly the bullfighter to try and drag those legs and pass, but a great recovery from Brzozowski.
Mustafa now using his hip pressure to stop Karol go for that single leg, but now Karol's got the fence to his advantage, Chris. What he's going to try and do is drive his shoulder all the way forward and bump the hips backwards, but Mustafa is pummeling in. You see there he's got his right arm underneath the armpit of Karol. This gives him an ability to pull up his opponent there. You see there, he pulled his opponent up and used it to break.
Both fighters acknowledge it's getting hot in here right now. I love the deep underhook, though, the way that Mustafa had excellent level of control there. He didn't flounder, he didn't waste any energy. He just got away back to where he wants this fight, either on top or at distance where he can use his punches and kicks. Excellent combinations from Mustafa to work his way in and then go for the takedown. But a better counter from Brzozowski.
Brzozowski now, he can start implementing his game plan. He's looking for those double underhooks, get both arms underneath the arms of Mustafa, puts in a knee for good measure, trying to soften up the legs of Mustafa.
And watching these two tango, Dean, looking at their skills, you would not guess this is their first contest.
Both athletes 0-0 coming in to showcase their skills, but we spoke about it before on the Rise of Champions. They want to perform. They almost forget about these lights and the big crowd. Big knees now from the Thai pump clinch from Mustafa.
Devastating Muay Thai techniques. Forget the Japanese jiu-jitsu.
And Mustafa's going to that body. See, they sunk in a good few knees, and he went there with a body shot with his right arm. Very smart fighter, Mustafa, doing the damage where it's needed.
Good work, though, from Brzozowski to get out of that Thai plum and counter effectively in his own right. Man, what a fight. What a fight. Both fighters landing punishing strikes, team. Talk us through it. Both found golden moments there.
Mustafa able just to initiate that exchange and gain the takedown. On the top, Brzozowski looking for the armbar when Mustafa was on the top. But the scrambles as well from these guys are excellent to watch. Both fighters now breathing evidently heavy, but being big light heavyweights, Chris, a lot of muscle, a lot of weight to carry, and more muscle means they get tired quicker. A lot of lactic acid build up, but I'm sure that they've trained diligently in recovering in this minute between the rounds. Mustafa now getting some coaching from his corner. He's doing all the right things, though. He's mixing up his punches, landing the heavy leg kicks. Brzozowski needs to turn up the volume.
And we're going to find out how that's all going to happen here at Rise of Champions. Round 2 coming your way. First round in the books. Chris Hoekstra ringside along with Dean Midhat on the mic. It's the second of 3 here on tap. Big switch kicks landing for both athletes, and we have got another great fight here in London.
Mustafa with that Jean-Claude Van Damme style, going for the overhead axe kick, but Brzozowski quite rightly initiates the clinch. He needs to be careful of the single leg, very aware of that pummeling for his underhooks, putting the knees in for good measure. When he's putting those knees in, Chris, he's keeping Mustafa busy, not enabling him to get his underhooks and get out of this position.
And I think that was an important technique when you mentioned the leg dexterity of Mustafa. It's very difficult to be able to throw multiple attacks off one leg after each other like that. The way he chains them together, efficient, flashy, and effective. But Brzozowski looks to be a little bit gassed here.
Brzozowski opting to take center, looking for the overhand right, but Mustafa is just not in range. He needs to disguise what he's doing. and almost bait Mustafa in. He needs to start thinking about those lead teeps, those jabs, those long shots that make Mustafa come in and then connect with that overhand right when he does. Oi, big body kick there from Brzozowski.
Excellent switch kick there. Again, I love the way Brzozowski closes the distance, swaps stances, and then loads up for some power on that technique. It has proved advantageous on multiple accounts. But what he wouldn't want is to be stuck with the plum here.
Big knees here from Mustafa. I love the way he holds that plum nice and high, and he pushes pushes Karol away and pulls him in as he throws that knee. Just gives it a bit more power on the end of it.
Pushing him away very cleanly though. Again, able to escape the clinch. And Brzozowski looks noticeably more aggressive this round, Dean. Big 360 spinning wheel kick from Mustafa. Into the clinch, big knees landed. It's bombs away.
Mustafa sounded like he was hurt there, and he rinsed out. He'd run out, but he turned him back kick to initiate that exchange. Very smart fighter, very technical. Under fire is Mustafa now. Brzozowski looking to put those knees in, but I don't think they're connecting with the midsection of Mustafa. Mustafa now using it to gain a breather. Often when a fighter gets rocked, you need a couple of seconds to regain your equilibrium. Spinning back fist attempt. Big head kick from Mustafa. Brzozowski answers. Looks like he's very tired. He could be looking for a poke in the eye. Way! Faked up high and went down low, did Mustafa, but Brzozowski using his hips there to ground Mustafa in. Now he's going round to the back. What he'll try and do is overhook with his left arm and landing shots, but Mustafa stands up quite rightly. Needs to think about moving his right arm for the underhook, but he forgot about it, and Mustafa now hand fighting with Brzozowski on his back.
Excellent counter from both men. It was back and forth. It was one card after another being played. And at light heavyweight, Dean, you know, you've got the power, always a key feature of this weight division, but we've had technique, we've had foresight, we've had vision. You notice the movement of Mustafa, the way he spins and evades, the pressure of Brzozowski. We've also had pace, and you can see it as both fighters have noticeably been a little bit tired, but have kept up the energy output throughout. And that has been also an impressive aspect of this contest.
Mustafa able to respond under fire. If it was a military situation, Chris, you train with live rounds going over the top of your head. This is to enable him to, when he's in this combat situation, to still throw these techniques. And you saw that, he was hurt, and he circled out, used the turning back kick to close the distance, and then used the striking distance to his advantage, able to be at one. And it's so impressive to see these two athletes, when they're 0-0, coming in with this level to be able to showcase for the crowd. The crowd goes wild.
And it is now time for the final round. And these two have got more moves than I've seen in a long time. I love all the flashy techniques. I love the volume. I love the combinations.
Brzozowski again looking for that overhand right, but Mustafa's wise to it, catches a leg. Perhaps with a single leg. Get a separation here. Not sure what the reason was that. What happened?
It might have been a low blow. It looked to me like there was a possible groin strike. I couldn't see from our angle. We're going to have a little bit of time here for our referee to make an assessment.
It's valuable time here, Chris. This is both athletes now can regain the oxygen debt. And this makes them more dangerous in the later rounds. When often when you're tired, you've still got that one shot, but now these guys are having this kind of break. It's going to be more exciting for us and the fans because we could see a knockout.
And referee Sam Amidi giving a warning there to Karol. I couldn't quite tell from our angle on the monitor whether it was a low blow or possibly an inadvertent eye poke. Either way, there was a warning. And the action is resumed. The clock is ticking. And this has to be a decisive round. Check attempt from Mustafa.
That was a slip there, Mustafa. He checked that kick and slipped, but Brzozowski swarming on him. Nice body kick there. Mustafa uses that to keep his opponent away from him, but Brzozowski now coming in looking for the uppercuts. He's got the left hand on the top of Mustafa's head, keeping him pinned there. And Mustafa now recognizing that, controlling the head of Brzozoowski.
Brzozoowski now in full assault mode. You talk about military tactics earlier, Dean. This is blitzkrieg.
Both fighters looking for the knees on the inside. I like to see Brzozoowski use that knee to gain Mustafa to lift his leg up to block it and then perhaps take a single leg takedown and work the ground and pound. At this point in time, Brzozoowski needs to start thinking about decisive things that are going to win him the fight. Mustafa now on the outside.
Mustafa, though, was controlling the inside plum, and that, I think, helped him escape. Nice 3-2 combination there. But it seems to me that Karol's got a little bit more gas in the tank at this point. Although I felt it seemed he got tired earlier in round 2.
Big head kick from Mustafa, and again he's going upstairs. Way! Brzozoowski needs to close the distance, but returns fire, but gives up the takedown. Mustafa caught that leg beautifully, now sits on top. You see Brzozoowski putting his knee across the midsection of Mustafa. That is to gauge the distance to enable him to stop the punches coming in. He's really close at the moment. What he needs to do is start thinking about arching his back forwards like he does there and retain guard. Beautiful Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu skills off his back from Brzozoowski.
And Brzozoowski using that Z guard, if you will, as you noted, Dean, that knee across the chest to push away, catch space, adjust the hips, and recover a full guard position. Not quite closed up here, but he's doing a great job with the left arm and the right to pull down Mustafa, break his posture, suck him in. He's got an armbar attempt there, but both fighters very slippery at this point.
Brzozoowski utilizing the hips to kick Mustafa. He's got to be careful of the up kicks in that position. Mustafa's got his head down. He's looking to pass. He's looking to pin the ankles and go around to the side. He does that, but gives up his leg for half guard. You see there Brzozoowski trying to secure that left leg of Mustafa to stop him getting full side control or even mount.
And that is the end. Both fighters pushing each other to the max, and they go the distance here at Rise of Champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to our judges' scorecards. To your winner, by unanimous decision, Mustafa VurulMaz.